So welcome to Friday Night Hangout. I'm Jennifer. I'm based out of Long Island, New York. Personally sponsored by Tiffany, upwards of Brian Koo, Zena, and then Vishal and Usha. So yes, all of my upline is in Dallas, Texas, and I'm on Long Island, but that's all right because I'm closer to them and they get a little jealous sometimes, to our upline diamonds. Sanjeev and Shauna Sahai. So I'm really excited and honored to be a host here tonight with all of you. See all your lovely faces again. We just came from an incredible function last week. Like, let me see that energy out there, guys. I see some nod, but like, where's that energy? Like, that was phenomenal, wasn't it? Yep, there it is. Awesome. So just to kind of give you guys a heads up, there will be a Kahoot game coming. So get your notebooks and pens out, pay attention to our product speakers tonight. They are honestly some of the best. Every time I hear them speak, I learn something new. Even when they talk about products that I already am using myself, there's just a wealth of knowledge to be shared. So I want to first introduce Laura. So Laura is also in Dallas, Texas, and she is one of the kindest, most genuine people that I have met through this business. And I'm sure you'll be able to hear her authenticity as she speaks as well. She is a true product user. And again, one of those people that I continuously learn from every time I get to hear her speak at a Friday Night Hangout. So here is Laura.
Hi, everyone. Happy Friday, and thank you for spending your Friday night with us. That really means a lot. Yes, my name is Laura, and we always have to represent Texas. Texas is the largest, so we have to have everything big. So thank you. And the Amway product catalog is quite large. I'm not going to be able to highlight everything. I will just give you some of the top brands that we consume and also sell to our clients that have done very, very well, have very high reviews, which is a big deal now. We have reviews. You can actually check out customer reviews before purchasing. So even if you don't believe the person that is selling to you, you can go to the customer reviews to see how they work. And so I'm going to talk about, from the health section, because I'm covering health and home today, I'm going to talk about the Lamborghini of multivitamins. It's called the Double X. This is actually the box that it comes in. And let me set my timer here, sorry, down to make good use of my time. All right, so this is the box it comes in. The first time you purchase it, it comes in a compartment here. So which is, you can always refill the next time you're ready. And so it comes in 3 different supplement groups. And I'll tell you why. Hopefully you can see this. So this first group here, this represents the minerals that you need in your body. So the reason it's green is because it has ingredients such as alfalfa, parsley, spinach, really anything green you can think of is infused into this particular supplement. And we do not have any artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. This is actually a vegetarian formula. So anyone that's worried about any additives, please rest assured that Nutrilite has put in a lot of work in purity, in efficacy, in safety to ensure that the human consumption is safe and effective for the consumer. And so this is the mint tablet. This has 10 minerals, like I said. And then moving on to the second category, this is the phytonutrients. Phyto means plant. So this actually has plant concentrates. There's 22 plant concentrates in this tablet. And some of the ingredients in the tablet, I cannot name all of them just for the sake of time. There's a berry blend. We have grape, we have blackcurrant, we have elderberry, blueberry. And I'm going to show you a little experiment when I put them in water and you'll see the absorption rate. All right, third group here, this is the vitamins. There's 12 vitamins in here. And there's a reason why these colors are different. These are actually straight from the plant. And so the colors, and when you see any variations in color, it's just literally the plant that came from the ground is what you're getting into the supplement. So this yellowish, and again, I know we're on video, but there's some yellow, there's some orange in here. The coloring comes from tomato, marigold, beta-carotene. Beta-carotene, we know that comes from carrots, and a lot of B vitamins in here. So just FYI. And I'm going to give a little comparison with, and I'm not gonna shame the competitor companies, but some clients will say, hey, I don't wanna take 3 tablets twice a day. That's too much for me. I just wanna take one multi, can you deal with that? Well, that's fine. If you take your commercial $5 multivitamin, I'm going to show you why you shouldn't. So I'm gonna put this in water, just 1 tablet, and then 1 tablet of each of our multivitamin in water as well. So here's the mineral, empty cup, phytonutrient, the vitamin, and then the competitor. It looks like a horse pill, it's quite large. All right. This is the multi-competitor, all in one. Okay. I'm gonna put that in water. This is the Nutrilite stuff. And then the competitor one a day. All right. They have about the same levels. And I just need a few minutes for absorption into the water. The reason why we use water is your body is 70% water. So the absorption rate when you see in this water is going to be pretty much the same as it enters your body. And I'm going to show you why that's important. And so as we wait for the absorption to go on, I wanted to kind of highlight the fact that if you're a Nutrilite user already, a lot of our bottles, in fact, every Nutrilite bottle, hopefully the camera can show, has this little embossed plant in here, front and back. And this plant is actually the alpha plant. And so this is just really a representation of the Nutrilite roots, just to show you that this is from earth, this is from plants, because that's where we're rooted, if I can use that word again. But that's just an FYI, a historical Nutrilite tidbit there. And also, if you're a customer that is registered and you opted in for AmPerks, we have a special going on up until September 8th. And every time you make a purchase for Nutrilite or N by Nutrilite brand, you actually get double your reward points. So that's a very, very big deal. So just FYI, if you're making any purchases up until 9/8, you get double your reward points. And let me see if we can start making absorption. So this is the mineral. I've just started. It's probably been less than a minute. This is the Nutrilite brand, all right? So you can see how the colors have really started to change, especially the vitamin brand breaks down very quickly, right? This is your multi that's probably $5 at your store that gives you everything, right? So, and I will stir it just to be fair. And then going to show you there's not much that I've absorbed since we started in the same, actually, I gave this more time because I put water the last in this particular tablet. So just showing you, and as we give it more time, you will see what I'm saying. So even if you don't prefer to take tablets, or maybe your issue is cost, I want you also to be able to read the back of your ingredient list. So for example, this is the competitor brand. Hopefully I didn't show the brand. And here are some of the things in your other ingredient list: FDC yellow 5, aluminum lake, FDC yellow 6, titanium dioxide, polyethylene glycol. Okay, so why would you want, even if it's a $2 multivitamin, why would you want to introduce that into your body? So just think about it, even when it's a cost deal, you're really pretty much constipating yourself, first of all, right? And you're putting things in your body that are not even going to benefit you. It doesn't make sense. So you're spending money, actually you end up spending way more money on things that are not going to benefit you, because next time you're going to refill it and it's just going to constipate you some more, or you're just going to excrete it out. So it doesn't make sense. Just invest in value. This is why people buy, you know, brand name versus generic. There's a reason, right? All right, so moving on. Another little tidbit about the Amway brand, because again, just from the vein of the Nutrilite brand, they want to go, they're basically all about natural. So because they started with the Nutrilite movement of being plant-based and organically grown, we also have home products. Hopefully you can see this. We have a wide range of home cleaning products. It's called Amway Home. These products do not have any harmful chemicals. They do not have any chlorine. They do not have any phosphates. So things that would actually be harmful for you as a consumer or even the earth, okay? For example, I can actually bury this particular container into my yard and it'll actually be, this is biodegradable. It's going to go straight back into the earth just fine. And this is the kind of products that I want to be able to associate myself with. We have pre-wash spray here. This is very, very popular with my clients, especially clients that have kids. If you have a lot of stains on your clothing, food, whatever, ink, you can actually spray this pre-wash spray on any soiled clothing, and then it could be from 3 weeks ago. Spray it on the soiled clothing, put it in the laundry, and voila, when the laundry is gone, it's done, the stain is gone. We have multi-purpose wipes. This is pretty popular, especially right now. You can put it in the car, use it on your computer, your car, really very convenient. And we also have actually a liquid form of this. And laundry detergent, I cannot even speak any, like this has been a lifesaver for me. I have very sensitive skin. And I found out that a lot of these commercial cleaners they leave residue and they have a lot of preservatives. So because of that, I used to itch up until I would actually break out. It was really not a good situation. So when I got involved with the Amway business and I actually discovered Amway Home, I was very relieved. This does not leave any residue. These residues usually are the ones that are actually irritants. So for anyone that is concerned about that, or maybe has kids that's sensitive, that have sensitive skin, that is actually one of the issues that cause irritation. So this does not leave that. It's a very good brand. In fact, Amway Home products, their motto is really just to use less and save money. So a very little one, a little amount goes a long way. And a lot of the products are usually concentrated, you mix it with water. For example, this laundry detergent, I only have to use maybe half of this cup to actually get a full load of laundry. You cannot say that for the commercial products. Usually there's a bigger cup and you have to use way more. And before you know it, you have to refill. I've had this for months, okay? I have bleach. It's all, this is all fabric bleach. I can actually put it in mixed colors. It doesn't have to be all white. Does not have chlorine, and it's powder. We also, basically, if anyone has concerns about bleach, I have sold bleach to a client. When I told him it doesn't have chlorine, he didn't believe it. He's so used to, opening up windows when he uses bleach. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm beside myself. How can you do that? But yes, we have bleach that does not have chlorine, which is really, really good stuff. So if you want a full ingredient list of any of these Amway Home products, because not all the information is all here, especially like if you want to do a peel off, we don't have all that information here. What you can do is go to the Amway homepage, or just go to your regular Amway representative's website, look for the product, and then click on the More tab. When you click on More, it actually reveals the full ingredient list of the products. But some of the main ingredients that I like: orange oil, aloe vera. We even have dishwashing liquid that has shiso. So if you look that up, it's like basically a just Japanese herb that actually has a very minty flavor to it. But very just green and progressive products that we have. I could go on and on about all these wonderful products, but again, just if you have any questions, absolutely throw them on the DM. I'm happy to actually address any questions on the chat, or reach out to your Amway representative. And that's about it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Laura, for all of that. I definitely had not previously like seen an X brand product working that way it did as a multivitamin. And I feel like it would just sit like a rock in your stomach. That's what it looked like. And such helpful information, not only on products, but where you can find information on the website as well. She's truly covered everything. And, you know, this is just a few back behind me, just a few of the daily and weekly Nutrilite and by Nutrilite products and home products that is used by myself and in my household. And I see Brian has a Slay the Day in his hands. And yeah, so thank you so much again. And we're just gonna jump right into the next speaker, and that is Sonali. And I love Sonali. Every time I get to hang out with her, which is always on function. So it's been a little while since we've gotten to go about our antics in person together, but Sonali just truly exudes energy and expertise, especially when it comes to artistry products. So I don't know if any of you have heard her speak before, but I think it's pretty fair to say that she is certainly passionate about the current lines and all the innovation through artistry to come. So I can't think of anyone better to speak on this topic than her.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Wow, that was such a sweet introduction. So before I jump right in, I just wanted to show you guys what my products actually look like. So this is my setup right here. It's right next to me, my hand's right here. But you know, it's hard to speak from behind it. I live alone. So I just wanted to show you guys before I start pulling out one product at a time. But yeah, this is what we're working with. All right, so I'm just gonna get rid of that spotlight. And yeah, so just jumping right in, I love artistry. I am a huge advocate for it. And you know, honestly, I just wanted to show you guys what I use on a day-to-day basis. To be quite honest, there are a lot more products and a lot of different lines that we have. So if there's something that, you know, doesn't necessarily work for your age bracket or your skin concerns, make sure you're getting back to the person who invited you. But just to jump right in, you know, the first thing is I absolutely love this new Artistry Skin Nutrition line. So, you know, the main thing about this is that Artistry has made a commitment with this Artistry Skin Nutrition line to focus on clean. Okay, so the brand has, you know, rebranded into a clean brand. And what that means is all of these products are vegan, they're not animal tested, there are no sulfate surfactants, etc. And so it's actually very good quality ingredients that are going into this. So for my personal routine, the way that I start things off is I will always go with either the gel cleanser or the foaming cleanser. And you know, the reason I have both of these products here is because my face is very combination. So I like to choose based on how my skin is doing. But for those of you guys that are, maybe a little bit more oily or more prone to like clogged pores, I would recommend the Balancing Jelly Cleanser because it's a gel-based cleanser. So what that means is it actually does not disturb the pH of your skin. It just leaves your skin the way it is. It makes sure that it's clean. And it doesn't also give you that squeaky clean feeling. Now, a squeaky clean feeling is not a good thing, okay? It's actually not what we want. And a lot of people don't know that because what happens is, you think, oh, my skin feels so clean, it feels so, dry and taut, but actually you're removing the natural oils from your skin. So that's why, if you use a hydrating cleanser or a gel cleanser, it will leave your skin the way it is and, will clean your skin without giving you that feeling. So that's the first thing. Now, I am also a really big advocate of double cleansing. And the reason for that is because a lot of people, wear makeup and, even if you don't, if you're wearing basic sunscreen, which you should be wearing, and I will get to that later. If you're wearing basic sunscreen, you're going out and about, you are getting pollution and dirt and grime on your skin. Even if you're just wearing sunscreen and sitting at home, you're actually still able to clog your pores with sunscreen. So it's important to use a double cleanse method at night. What that means is, you don't need to like go in with this cleanser, then go in with this cleanser. What you can do is go in with the micellar cleanser. So this is a very cool product that Artistry came out with the nutrition line, the skin nutrition line. And basically the micellar cleanser, all you need is a cotton pad. You just soak the cotton pad, put it all over your face, remove like makeup, dirt, grime, etc. And it's made of micellar balls. And basically micellar balls are tiny balls of oil molecules that are suspended in liquid. Okay, so you're actually using an oil-based formula so that you can attract and pull out any impurities. And that's the way it works. It actually attracts and pulls out any impurities, which is very cool, right? So that's definitely the way that I start off any of my evenings. That's what I recommend for you guys. Especially when you're going out and about, living your day-to-day life, you want to make sure that your skin is clean, and it really only takes a couple of seconds. So, the next thing I want to move on to is this foaming cleanser. When you think about, a foaming cleanser, typically dermatologists and skincare experts will say, if you have a foaming cleanser, you don't want to use foaming cleansers because it has sulfate surfactants. Sulfate surfactants are actually really bad for your skin because they can clog pores, irritate your skin, and it causes that foaming texture. But because of Artistry's commitment to being clean, this product does not have sulfate surfactants. So you get the hydration and the foamy quality without having to worry about clogging your pores or, causing your skin to get irritated. So it's actually a fantastic product. I am personally a huge fan of their commitment to being clean. So, moving on from that, just wanted to talk about the hydrating toner. Personally speaking, I do not use toner morning and evening, just because, I personally like to go ahead and go in at night with the toner. I think that less is more when it comes to skincare. In the morning, I usually prefer like a, cleanse, moisturize, go. But in the evenings, the toner comes in. And the reason that I do that is because, I don't want to be like stripping my skin way too much, putting too much on there. But the great thing about this toner is that it has prebiotics and licorice. And licorice actually helps calm your skin down. So Artistry has done a lot of research in the ingredients of their products, right? And again, this is just one of their lines. They do have like anti-aging lines and brightening lines, but this is what I use, so that's what I wanted to talk about. And then next up is our eye cream. This product is so cool, you guys. The eye cream actually has a promise to instantly brighten your under eyes. How do they do that? You might be wondering, right? It's because they use optical diffusers. There are optical diffusers in this cream. So as soon as you put it on, they use colors within the cream to deflect the shadows from your eyes. it's wild. I mean, I don't know how they think of things like that. So, you know, also that might be a quiz question later. You might want to remember that. Um, but yeah, moving on, we also have a hydrating day lotion. Now, I actually really like this lotion because even if you have like more combo skin or dry, oily skin, this actually does not give you that greasy, overhydrated feeling. It's a very light, nice daytime cleanser, but it also has SPF 30, which is fantastic, right? And it actually has carnosine as well. So carnosine protects against skin damaging blue light and infrared light. So it's very important for the protection of your skin. And actually, you know, one thing I wanted to mention is that it's never too early to start preventing damage on your face, right? Skincare experts actually say that you should start anti-aging products starting in your 20s. And if you look at this call, there are so many fabulous young and you know, not so young ladies that have taken care of their skin and use skincare products to make sure that they look as young as some of the very young ladies here. So, you know, just make sure that you're taking care of your skin, right? So anyways, moving on from the gel cream, I really wanted to talk about the SPF, okay? I feel very strongly about sun protection. And for those of you guys that have heard me talk about products before, you know how strongly I feel about sun protection. It is very, very, very important, okay? So for those of you guys that have a deeper skin tone, right? You might be thinking, I never need to use sunscreen. I never get sunburnt. It's not a big deal. Skin cancer, what? It doesn't affect me. No, that is wrong, okay? Even someone with a deeper skin tone that has a high amount of melanin, right? Which means that determines how deep your skin tone is. They, on average, will only have protection of up to SPF 13 from the melanin on their skin. SPF 13 is nothing, okay? This SPF 50, okay? 13, 50, 50. Okay, so, you know, the thing is, I understand. I used to not enjoy using sunscreen because sometimes it can get like a white cast. And, you know, if you have like a deeper skin tone, you don't want that like weird cakey look, right? You don't want to look like a regular human neck down and then a ghost neck up, right? But the great thing is that our sunscreen does not cause a white cast. So it's fantastic. You don't have to worry about that. And, you know, if you like to use makeup and you want to use makeup with sunscreen so that you're not having to put your sunscreen on top of your makeup, we got you. We have CC cream. CC cream is actually pretty much like a tinted SPF 50 cream. So this has SPF 50 and it is PA plus, 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 4 pluses. What does PA plus, 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 plus mean? Basically, PA plus means up to 33% sun protection. 2 pluses, up to 66%. 4 pluses, over 99% protection from UVA and B rays. So it's very important, okay? So you gotta make sure that you're either using this one or you're using this one. If you don't wanna use like makeup, this one's really good. You can add it to your, you know, you can just put a couple drops on your hand, put it on your face, you can put it on your moisturizer, anything. It's very, very important. I feel very strongly about it. I think you guys should too. Okay, sun protection is actually one of the biggest causes of aging as you get older. So when you see people that look older than they should, you know they didn't put sunscreen on. Okay, so make sure you're doing it. You don't want to look too old. And the good thing is that our sunscreen actually has UVA and UVB protection. It's not like one over the other. So it protects both. And actually, this sunscreen contains a powerful form of vitamin C. So it actually creates a skin brightener and protects your skin from sun exposure. So double trouble, right? Okay, moving on from that. I just want to touch on makeup really quickly before I run out of time here, guys. I love the Glowtini Cocktail Booster. This product has hyaluronic acid in it. If you guys don't know, hyaluronic acid is actually a really cool product. It's actually what goes into fillers that celebrities use to make their skin plump and you know, cute looking, right? So those of us that don't want to go get fillers, we're scared of needles, me, hello. You can use the Glow Teeny cocktail booster. And you know, all you need to do is add a couple drops. You can see it's so empty. I use it all the time. You can add it to your makeup, you can add it to your skincare. You know, Am I recommends you put it on after your moisturizer. I'm not gonna lie, I've put it on before, I've put it on after, I've put it on during. It's a whole thing. I love this product. It's so good, it's so hydrating. And the good thing is, you know, if you do have very oily or problematic skincare, and what I mean by problem skin, sorry. What I mean by that is acne prone skin. If you have acne prone skin, then you probably shouldn't use vitamin C plus HA on a daily basis because vitamin C can be over hydrating. But this is a great alternative because it still gives you the hyaluronic acid. You don't have to worry about over hydrating your skin, and it gives you that plump, you know, damage free baby face. See, my cheeks look so like puffy because of this product. And I wanted to show you how beautiful it looks. I'm just going to put some on my hand here. And you can actually see how it starts immediately glowing. Do you see it? All right. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. Okay, great. Feels good too. Anyway, moving on from that. The last product I'm going to talk about, or the last two products I'm going to talk about, this one is actually a skincare product. It just came out, very new. It's like a couple of weeks old. It's called the Artistry Studio Done with Zit Acne Treatment. For those of you guys that didn't know, I used to have super problematic skin, which is why I'm really into skincare now. And this is a fantastic product. It has 2% salicylic acid. So what you can do is if you feel a breakout coming on at night, after you're done with your skincare routine, just take a little dab of the gel, put it right on top of the zit. And when you wake up, it is flat like a pancake. So you're gonna feel good. It's gonna look good. It's a great product. You don't need to use it during the day. You can do your regular skincare routine. It's just good overnight treatment. And then last product for makeup is our brow gel. That's what I'm using now for my eyebrows. You know, for me personally, I am Indian. I was blessed and cursed with very thick eyebrows. Thank you, Dad. And so, you know, if you have that problem like me, you might not need this product. But you know, thankfully for this particular session, I can tell you I use this because I do have some sparse spots. So you know, my parents got me there. And it's a great product because it's actually waterproof. So when you use this gel, it's very thin and it doesn't feel, you know, cakey or like there's something there, but it's waterproof. It keeps your eyebrows in place. But yes, I have spoken for a long time. Thank you for everyone that kept up with that. If you have any questions, I am happy to answer them in the DMs or in the messaging on the chat. But please make sure you get back to the person who invited you and ask them because they are just as knowledgeable as me, if not more. Thank you so much. Back to you, Jennifer.
Thank you so much, Sonali, for sharing all that. And I just have to say that the last time Sonali spoke at a Friday night hangout, she had mentioned that she mixes the Glow Teeny cocktail with the hyaluronic acid with her gel lotion in the morning. And I've been doing that essentially every day since. And let me tell you, it is where it's at. It's where it's definitely a great addition to my skincare routine. It's super easy. I just put the gel cream in my hand and then do 2 to 3 drops and then mix it all together like she did on her hand just there, and just apply it from there. And that's another great point that she brought up is the toner. I didn't know, I guess I didn't realize that how stripping toner can be as well as its helpful properties. But it's so true that more is less in different avenues of that. And I also am super into SPF on a daily basis. It has been ingrained in my skincare routine as well. So super important aspects. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen, guys. We're gonna jump into the Kahoot game. So for those of you who don't know, I'm just gonna share, a code's gonna pop up. You're gonna plug it into your phone and you should all be able to join. So let me just share both. Sorry, bear with me, everyone. Oh no, well, I just clicked.
So Jennifer, who knows the answer to the questions?
I do, and the speakers on their parts.
Okay,
So, oh, we've got, whoa. Mother Earth.
you got all kinds of names popping up, Mother Earth.
Is Sanjeev really going to be Sanjeev today? Let's find out.
Today I'm, I just came.
Oh, I see.
Someone else will play for me then.
Okay, I know there was like 47 people in the Zoom link, so give it a few more seconds. Woo. When we get to 30, there's 40 something people on Saturday.
And someone is access, yeah. Voila. Yeah. Heaven. Oh, great name.
Jennifer, are you stuck?
I think Jennifer is stuck, looks like, right?
Yeah, looks like she's frozen.
She's smiling.
Yeah, she wrote her computer froze.
So what does she have to do? Uh-oh, the whole thing went away.
Yeah, she probably will have to tell her to do the phone.
Why don't you host? Let's
So what does that mean? You have to restart the whole game again?
I don't know, Sanjeev. Maybe we can do Kahoot a little bit later on.
Later on?
Yeah, we can.
Maybe Kahoot is taking a break today then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we can actually continue with
Yeah.
the PACE meeting with the Friday night. So our next
Books and audio.
What's next, Vishal?
yeah, let me host, okay, till Jennifer join. So
Mhm.
so that way, she's just coming up again. And our speaker, so we had a great session for products, right, guys?
Yes,
That was fantastic. Yes.
excellent.
Oh my God, that's like a great testimony for everyone. Laura and Sonali, you guys did amazing. Okay. Now there is no business that automatically product moves. Product moves by people, right? And people need to get educated. They need to get trained. So we have what we call it a streaming service, and also we have the mentorship program, which includes the books. So what I'll have is I'll have Brian Cool come up and talk.
So Vishal, you want to invite people first and some retail excitement before you do the system, or you want to do later on? Then it's up to you.
Whichever way, Sanjeev, how you guys do, you invite first the.
Yeah, let's invite and then we can do the,
Yeah.
right?
We
Huh?
can do that, yes.
So that way, and any new people, and then retail excitement, they just, and then we can go into the system, then,
Okay.
right?
Nice.
Okay.
So anybody who has any retail excitement, guys, please raise your virtual hand. It is under the reactions button, raise hand. And so that we can start inviting you, share, your name, who's your sponsor, and also what are you able to sell to the client. So who is our first? Brian Koo.
Good evening, everybody. So Brian from Dallas, Texas. I was able, so I followed up with a previous customer. I just asked, I asked her, like, hey, it's about time that your that your iron folic had run out, and so she texted back saying, yeah, I need some, give me 2. And then in addition to that, I asked her, hey, like, did you try some of the samples that I gave to you as well? And and so she said, yeah, like I tried some of the samples. I really like the Immunity Go Shield gummies, and so she also ordered 2 of those as well.
Awesome.
Hi, this is Laura representing Dallas. From, of course, Dumbo and T, Masenda, all the way up to Usha and Vishal. And yeah, this was a little odd. I was shopping, I had my mask on, the grocery store. I met a lady. I was wearing shorts. It's summer. It's like 100 degrees here. And the lady said, oh my gosh, your skin is so beautiful. I said, thank you. What do you, she said, what do you use? And I told her I use product from my store. She says, what store? And then I said, well, let's exchange numbers and then I'll give you more information. And she actually followed through. So anyway, I sent her a text and I said, hey, and we happen to be actually maybe 5 minutes apart from the neighborhood. And I was able to send her a link to the lotion, but she's not very computer savvy. So I ended up actually having to, order the item for her, the G&H Nourish. And then as I drop the product off, like Brian said, you add samples to really just, attract them to more of the product catalog. And today she ordered more products. She sent me a text and said, I love the gummies and I love the blister. I love the soap. I'm like, okay, let's do this. So yeah, I was able to order more for her. So that was, it was great because I didn't even start the conversation. I was just shopping for groceries. So yeah, thanks.
That is awesome, Laura. So Laura, you met with this person, or you sent the link to you sent a catalog with the products then, is that right? Or,
I sent her the My Shop just for her to see the customer reviews for G&H Nourish, because she was complaining about her itchy skin. She wanted to be soft like mine. So I told her, this is what I use. And then she said, okay, I'm ready to order. But then every time I was like, okay, I've registered you. When it was time to purchase, she would stall. And then I didn't realize the problem was that she's just not computer savvy. Yeah, she didn't want to go through the whole process of creating a password, signing up for Amperks. So I said, it's okay, I'll order for you. And then I delivered the products when they got there, and I just added more stuff, and I just drove to her house.
Okay. I think that's a great idea. First order, if they are local, it is better to take it there and add some more samples.
Yep.
Or
And people-
even if you are ordering online, you should add some more stuff,
Exactly.
if possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And people don't like paying for shipping. So I can add more stuff even that I want. I can add it to her and I still get VCS, right? And then
Okay.
they save on shipping. I give her more product. It's just a win-win situation. Yeah.
Very good. Excellent.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. So I had a great week this week with our clients. I developed 3 new clients this week. One of them bought the skin nutrition, and the other one here was my SPF 50 that Sonali just talked about. Of course, our dog chewed it up. So I do have another one for her, but I sold that one particular product. The next product I sold was one of my customer. She's in Las Vegas, so she bought the rhodiola. She used to live here, moved to Las Vegas, and the only thing she has ever bought from me is rhodiola. I've sent her a whole bunch of samples. She just continued to so I service her for that. I also got a call today from, when you reach a certain level, Amway give you these customers, right? So this lady just called me up and she says, listen, I want this product, da, da, da. She knows her product. She gave me a whole list of stuff that she uses. And she's like, I don't want, so I told her, okay, great. We'll meet. She lives like 5 minutes from me. So I said, we'll meet up. I'll give you the products and I'll give you some more samples. She's like, I don't want no samples. I don't want anything extra. I just want this. Because she says, I've been using these products for 15 years. So I said, okay, great. So she ordered the daily from me and she ordered the laundry detergent. She says, I took XX. She started naming all the products, Bone Health, a whole bunch of products. So she says, I'm going to be one of your good clients. So I said, great. So then I went to my nail tech and I talked to her about the products, gave her one of the book samples. She didn't do much with it, but then when my daughter went to see her, she says, tell your mom I need to order something for weight loss. She wanted to get the protein powder. So I went over there and I made her a protein shake because she's pretty friendly. I go to her home. So I went there, made her the protein shake, and she just absolutely loved it. She says, oh my God, I want one of this. So she ordered it right away. I was able to deliver it in a couple of days. And then when I gave her that, she was really excited. She says, you know what? I need to order the sleep candy. She called it sleep candy. She says, I want that sleep candy and another chocolate of the protein powder. So I had a really, really good week this week with my customer base. So.
And so the referral customer that we got from Amway, you will not believe her last name. Her last name is Evie.
Yeah, she got really PV. So we were like, oh my goodness, this is a PV machine here.
Awesome.
And on the side of our face-to-face contact, I was thinking about putting solar power in my home. I sent out to get some quotation. One person came over, we sat down, he was going through his thing. While I was waiting for that, I was talking about, what I did and how I'm home and all of that. And my mentor is right now in Bahamas, hey man, how do you do something like that? I said, never taught you that, And,
Yeah.
so I have face contact going through the process.
Awesome.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Bottom line is, wherever you are going, talk about your product. That's what Nadia was talking about. You ladies go to nail salon, talk about it. Everywhere you go, talk about it then, Very good.
Hello, everybody. We are Tenda and Dumbo out of Dallas, Texas, proudly sponsored by Vishal and Usha. We did have a great retail week as well. Funny enough, the kids' new vitamin packs came out this week. So we sent that to a lot of our existing customers and potential new customers. I've been making some sample packs for each of them. And we got several orders. Some of them were actually the kids' vitamins, but some of them were just customer reordering. And so we got maybe about $100 to $200 worth of orders. But one thing I did different today was some of the customers I haven't spoken to in a while, I actually called them and checked on them and to see how their kids are doing because school already started here. And it's been like a week or two into the school week. So I just checked in, how you all doing, how the kids doing. And I was just checking in, but got maybe about $80 to $100 worth of order because they just said, oh, actually I need this. So I added that on. So yeah, great week.
Hi
Awesome.
guys. Hello, we're Shira and Fiona Escalante. I'm sponsored by my sister Fiona. I'm mentored by Haritha Kalika, Ram and Rajita, and Hanendra and Jyoti. And this week for this month, I got an order from a previous coworker who I gifted the Sweet Dreams gummies. And she used to work night shift and she had trouble, sleeping in the morning. So I gifted her that. And she absolutely loves it. And she said, she'll order more of that. And the next one, I had a previous client which was referred to me by my mom, and he only used to order like one XXX, but this time he ordered two. So I was just checking on him if he was okay and anything like that, and just building that relationship.
So for me, I had a new client and she previously ordered the excess juice and burn, but then she finished it up in 2 weeks. So I was just checking with her that one day, and then she said that she needed to order 2 more cases. And then when I placed her order, it was about like 60 something like dollars, and then I told her, oh, you're like around $40 away from free shipping, do you want to add any more? And then she looked at the site, and then she added 2 gummies in there. So, and then yeah, so it was about $100 of sale. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Gav, sponsored by Venkat.
Cooking Gav, you should say. Cooking Gav.
Big time cooking, and working personally with Sanjeevan.
I have a lot to talk about your scripts and all at the end. I'll be talking about your script,
Cool. Thank you, Sanjeev. So I had one small sale at the local post office. My local postman bought iron folic for his wife and himself. That was a small one. I got an order from actually somebody I did an MG with at the end of last year. And he just randomly texted me saying, hey, I want this perfume. And I've never tried it actually. It's on the website, but he made a $120 order, which is great.
Oh.
So I was pleased about that. And I also received, so sometimes some customers want to pay by check, and so I do the order, process it, and the check arrived, right, for $4.
Oh, $233, Wow.
And it came with a thank you card.
Thank you.
And the funny thing is, the lady calls it Vitamin X. So it's called Vitamin X. So for me, I'm happy with it. If she's ordering 4, what's the big deal? Yeah, a lot happening. Great things are happening.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So you already finished your way over 300 personal then, right?
Correct.
You still have got 10 days, So what's your goal, personal goal,
To go above 600.
Above 600 PV every single month then.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's sustainable to aim for 600 to 1,000.
600 to 1,000.
Yeah.
That's how you build your business, man, Okay. That's how you go Q12 then. Okay.
Correct.
Good.
Because we need just like you say, Sanjeev, we need a blueprint. So if we're going to duplicate ourselves, we need a blueprint that's of value. If I'm doing 1,000, then somebody else might do 500.
Exactly, half of yours then, right? Good. Very good. Excellent. All right. Janisha is also in this then. Okay, great. Janisha, let's hear.
Absolutely, sir. The power hours were very helpful. And I was able to convert one of my friend who was considering to be a business partner. She was already doing Amway back in India. But then she told me that she wants to hold it off for some more time. And I took that opportunity to take it towards the products. I saw that she was using a particular products, and I said, till the time you don't become a partner, I can always order products for you. I can get it delivered to your house. So just let me know. She took a couple of days and she came back with an order for an all plant protein. So that is when I learned that even if it's not working towards the business, you can always move them towards the product. And the other sale was back in last month. I made a sale for excess protein pod, and last month when I followed up with the friend to ask if he needs another order, he said that he wants to try some other company, and I said, yeah, sure, why not? I just told him that make sure that you check the cost and you compare the nutritional facts that the other products has versus our product. He did that. He tried another product, but he came back to me and he said that I would like to reorder the excess. And one thing that it made me learn is that be always confident about your product, because it is definitely the best thing your money can buy. People do come back if you give them a chance to try other things, but then always make sure that you have the store open for them for the products. So trying to push that to make that order into a bigger one. I put in some samples last time along with the excess protein pods of some energy bars. So trying to see if he's going to order that as well. So we'll be doing that before the August end.
Fantastic. That is the way to cross-sell more products then, okay, right? This is so simple. They order one product, put some more there, then, right? And then they'll give you referrals also. Next step is ask for referrals, because he's satisfied, he or she. So therefore, they will give you some referrals also then, okay, right? You can always say, hey, how about giving me some referral to support your local small business, okay? I know they all order from Amazon. How about supporting local small business? And
Right.
they will come back and give you referrals also then, right?
Right.
That's how one protein pod can lead to 300 PV.
Absolutely.
Very good, Janisha. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Hey guys, hey team, Roger and Valencia here. For our product activity this week, we were able to sell a air filter to our Valencia's dad.
All right, air filter.
Yes.
Wow,
So, yeah.
right. Okay.
And he has a lot of connections too. So like you say with the referrals, we definitely gonna get into his friends' wallets as well. Yes. Also, in addition to that, we have a product expo coming up this Sunday. So we're excited to share the great news about that coming this next week Friday.
So how did you sell that air filter? What did you do?
Wait, so go ahead.
Well,
Air
so with
purifier.
COVID going, with COVID going on, my brother was really affected by COVID. So now that he is returning home, so the air quality needs to be important. So I showed him the video and said, hey, you guys, this is serious, and like air quality is life. So he definitely was sold in the video, and he said it doesn't matter how much money it is, it's very important to really consider the contaminants in the air. So definitely keep selling that to other people who are really health conscious or, have issues with asthma or anything like that. It's very important to think about the air quality.
Excellent. And I met your uncle, right? Wesley, right? Wesley?
Yes, that's my cousin. Yeah, my dad's cousin, so my second cousin. Yeah.
Okay, okay. He's very excited, So he came to meet
Yes.
me. Okay, in Bahamas. So good, very good.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Oh, Jennifer is back.
I am back. Sorry. My computer decided that was the most opportune moment to restart. Completely unexpectedly, I froze and then I was like, and then it went black. But before we jump back to the Kahoot game, I do want to open it up for anyone who is new here for the first time. Feel free to unmute, raise your hand, and then we'll go down the line, unmute yourself. Just introduce your name, who invited you tonight, and where you're from.
Or if they haven't, or if they are not here, they got started, so their upline can talk about them. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So who is here first time? I saw some people here. We cannot hear you.
Yeah, I Richard and Terry Kidnai have got started. They're super excited. They're getting their list together. They're gonna have a beauty break on Sunday and the 28th. Super sharp couple. So they will be on the EWS, the board plan and the training on Sunday.
Okay.
So, we are Kenneth and Andrew Gonzalez, Kenneth Drayton and Andrew Gonzalez, directly sponsored by Canton Najib Set.
Awesome.
We're part of their awesome membership, and they're going mega membership for sure. Starting qualification in September. Okay.
Hey guys, Arav and Jennifer. Hi Sanjeev and Shana.
Kamte Nadia.
Kamte Nadia. We wanted to actually congratulate Ty. He's new to the team. He's been on his 90-day run. He's just completed his 90-day run. So Ty, you can open
Yeah.
up.
90-day program, yeah.
Go ahead.
Who? Hey everyone, I'm Ty. My sponsors. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool. My sponsor is Christian, upline of Oscar, Reggie, and Jessica, Alvaro and Jennifer, and also Kamte and Nadia. I just finished my 90-day run. Oh, it was amazing. So many great books, great audios, amazing experience. So far, I've actually just started recently. I'm doing like home. I guess you can call home sales with my family. That I go in the house and I just kind of go to each one and pretty much go in there. I'm like, these are all the things that you have here that I have on my website or I have in my business, and pretty much just kind of put it out there and get new people involved in my family first and foremost, and then from there. But I'm really excited about the process and moving forward. And I wish everyone the best. Thanks.
Awesome.
Awesome. So, you can go. You're on it.
Yeah. I had somebody actually start about 1 hour ago. He's doing
1 hour ago.
yeah, fresh on a Friday night. Yeah, he's fired up. He's focusing on selling Nutrilite. He really likes Nutrilite. I gave him a bunch of samples. He got started with the kit. He's registered and he wants to make some money selling Nutrilite. So yeah, so I'm helping him out, and yeah, it's gonna go far.
Good. That's called blue circle, we call it, okay. So you want not just red circle is asset builders, they come to meetings, they're reading books, listening to podcasts, doing things. That's called red circle, okay. So you'll hear these words, in the leadership. So, but you need those blue circles also, all right? So because they start as a blue circle, they want to sell some product, okay? Or it could be a customer could upgrade themselves to a blue circle, and then later on they'll become a red circle then, okay? So meet people at their level, not at your level. Do not discard people out, okay? That's the bottom line, So you did the right thing, Gaurav, okay? And then his belief level will shoot up once he sees $100 coming. First goal should be, you should tell him that, for the blue circle, when he does 150 point, it is chain, he'll get $100. Okay. They will get 3 times in 6 months. Make sure that you show it to him, that fly. He'll get very excited about that. So he'll do that in September, okay. All right. Congratulations.
Awesome. So yeah, I just also want to say congrats to everyone who recently got started, and all the upline who also had partners get started, and all the success. I did make it back just in time for everyone to start speaking about their customer success during the week. So congrats to everyone as well, and thank you for Vishal and Usha and everyone who took over for me in my brief absence. So we're gonna jump right into the Kahoot game. So this is really a test of if you took notes or not, because it has been a little bit since since our speakers have spoken. So here is the new pin.
Your screen is not showing, Jennifer.
Is it not showing now? Oh no.
Share it.
There it is. I must have clicked something that jumped it off of it for a second. Father, son. We had Mother Earth, now we have Father, son. But Mother Earth has disappeared.
Man, somebody is on fire, man.
There's Mother Earth. I don't see Brian, but if I had to guess, I would guess he's 66866. Right. We're gonna get to 30. Oh. Okay, it's only 9 questions. So before we get started, it's gonna pop up on your phone. So when you answer them, I had this problem when I first ever did Kahoot. I was like clicking the computer screen to answer. That's incorrect. It's your phone. Your phone is what is the color that you're gonna hit based off of the answer that's correlating on the screen. So just a heads up for anyone who's new to Kahoot. All right, I think we're gonna get started now. So we have 28 participants. Let's get started. Oh, 29. Okay, I'll give you 10 more seconds. 30, 29. Do 30. Okay. Here we go. One more answer. 2 seconds. Very nice. That is indeed just Alpha Alpha. Laura mentioned that. Next. Here, and it's also going to tally where the ratings are for who's 1 answering the quickest and 2 getting it right. So those both play into the scores.
Access in full air.
What is the newest addition to the Nutrilite brand? Laura mentioned it. Fun fact. It was also mentioned by one of the people speaking about their customers. It is Nutrilite Kids. I kind of tricked you guys with putting N by Nutrilite, not gonna lie. They are new in the past year, but the newest is the N by Nutrilite Kids that was just released in the past few weeks. Mother Earth is taking the lead. Let's go. What is the AmPerks reward ending September 8th? Laura mentioned this. I was making sure I took notes on everything. I had a little advantage because I knew the answer to the questions and what questions to look for, but she definitely mentioned it. Yep. The 2 extra points on Nutrilite and N by Nutrilite purchases is what will end on the 8th. All the other 3 are existing for AmPerks. They're not ending anytime soon. Oh, man, excess is full. Well, they're switching back and forth, Mother Earth and them, but very good job, everyone. The top tier keeps changing. Right, true or false? Amway Home products contain ammonia. Wow, these answers are flying in, everyone. It is false. There's no ammonia in our products because it's biodegradable. Oh, the top 3 spots have stayed the same. 4th and 5th is fluctuating. Right, where can I find ingredient lists for Amway Home products? Laura also mentioned this. She gave a lot of info tonight, I know, guys. It is the more tab on the product page. So the product page itself, like what product you're looking for, if you click more tabs, you can see more info. Very good. Oh, Mother Earth taking the lead again. And then the rest of the lineup has also changed. Look at that. Annie, Oscar, Jay, Belly, let's go. Does Artistry's illuminating CC cream contain any sun protection? What is it? Denali loves her sunscreen. Very important to everyone. Some is better than none. Which one does this have? It's 50. 50 SPF. There's another CC cream in it's in the black container. That one has 15 or 30. But the illuminating one has 50. Mother Earth is keeping their spot. Artistry Skin Nutrition does not contain any sulfate surfactants. True or false? Does not contain any sulfate. Is that true? Is it false? You guys got this. One more answer. Seconds. It is true, there are none. There's no sulfate surfactants. It's vegan. Vegan, remember? All right, wow. Whoever, I can't wait till we reveal who all these people are who have not put their actual names. It'll be great to know who you are officially. All right, we're going next. How does Artistry Skin Nutrition Hydrating Eye Gel Cream instantly brighten under the eyes? I gave you guys a clue. Instantly is the key here. Which one is it? Now you mentioned this, talking about the new Artistry line. It contains optical diffusers that instantly, it also does contain all of the other three. I checked online. It has all of these other three ingredients are in the eye cream, but the one that instantly brightens is the optical diffusers. All right. Oh, Oscar's on fire. That means they're getting it nonstop. And Mother Earth is also still in the lead. All right, what type of waterproof is the Artistry Studio Pacific Brow Proof Brow Corrector? Let's go. Is it pool proof, sweat proof, beach proof? Is it all of the above? Oh no, I see Jennifer. I see Jennifer. What did he click? He got duped. Oh no. It's all of the above. I made that one tricky. I'm not gonna lie. I did to you guys. All right, let's see the final standing. 9 out of 9 correct. That's awesome. Star, and then Oscar, and top spot. The Mother Earth. It's Mother Earth, everyone.
Oh, who is Mother Earth? Can we bring this 1, 2, 3?
Yes, who is this mystery person?
Who are these mystery people, you know? Oscar, I know.
Probably Janisha or
Mother Earth.
Can you show your face, Mother Earth?
It's
Star?
Shira
Chile,
and
Chile,
Fiona.
I think it's
Robert
here.
and Rookie.
Oh,
Robert and Rookie are Mother Earth? And Star?
No, Sanjeev.
Shira and Fiona are Mother Earth.
Shira and Fiona.
Oh, Shara!
Second time in row. Second
Oh
time
my
in row.
God, this Mother Earth
Sushi
is
last
amazing.
time.
Yeah, we were sushi last time.
Valencia was star. Good job, guys. Good job.
Valencia was Star. That's why she sold that air purifier also then. That's why she's a star. Very good. And Oscar, can you show yourself, Oscar?
All right, Oscar.
I'm right here. Yeah, I'm right here. Well, I haven't put the camera on me, but yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Oh, Oscar, buddy, number 3.
Yes.
Who was access something on some man fired? Who is this guy?
That was me, fireman.
It was supposed to be excess in full effect, but it cut off the last 2 letters.
And how about the excess one? Who is that? That's you,
It was
Jonathan?
me. Yeah, it's supposed to be excess in full effect, but it cut off the
Excess
last 2
in
letters.
full effect. Okay. Awesome. Very good. Okay.
All right, congrats to everyone on that. I just think that game's super fun. I got to see for the first time behind the scenes of like hosting it and what that's like. A little jealous I didn't get to participate, but I still had fun. I'm sure you guys all did as well. So to jump right along, we have another incredible speaker to talk to us about streaming. So, and that is none other than Brian Koo himself. So he is one of my upline. A little bit biased on this, but he is absolutely committed to his word. He's growing as a leader. And he's one of the true givers that I've met on this team. And I would like to see someone go head to head with him on memorizing Kumar Talks, because this guy can, Brian, you're obsessed with Kumar Talks. You literally will say a sentence and be like, oh yeah, that was from this Kumar Talk, blah, 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 just like jot it off like it's like written on the back of his hand and he just knows all the time. But he's one of the best people I can think of to dive into the streaming aspect of the system. So none other than Brian Koo.
Well, thank you, Jennifer, for that amazing introduction. I have to say, the Jennifer is an amazing host. Thank you so much for like all the energy that you put in and being and hosting Kahoot as well. An amazing talk by Laura and Sonali. Like how do you follow them? But I'll do my best to my ability. So just wanted to give a little bit about me for those of you guys who are not familiar with me yet. So I'm Brian Koo. I'm from Dallas, Texas, sponsored into this amazing business by Zainab Syed, and coached and mentored by Going Emeralds this coming fiscal year, Vishal and Usha, then to Hemendra and Jyoti, Sanjeev and Shana Sahai, and then Kumar and Anjali, and then to Manipal Renu Kareddy, Kanti Latagala, and the amazing Bill and Peggy Britt. So I have to talk about, the effects of streaming and what it has done for me in my life. So just to give a little bit of my background where I got started. I actually was a student when I first started this business. Anybody who saw me when I got started saw that I had a stuttering problem, and I didn't really have a lot of self-confidence. I would and I would hide behind that low self-confidence by calling people who didn't agree with me openly stupid, and to tell them to take a flying leap, except I didn't tell them to take a flying leap. It was something else. And of course, I would always raise my voice, to get an edge to hide all that insecurity. So whenever I came into the business, at first I didn't really care that much about the money. I saw all the leaders in the BWW system. I saw a group of people who spoke confidently about where they were going, what they want to achieve, and they were guided by principles and values. And it was that type of environment that really captivated me. I told myself, if I could be like those people, and if I could be like them and impact lives the way that they do, that's really all that would matter. Since then, my dream has gotten bigger, and I want to and my goal is to is to grow the business and gain the respect of Vishal and Usha and Sanjeev and Shana and all the leaders in the BWW system. But I can't begin to tell you guys like how powerful streaming is, because one of the best options that we have to learn. I don't know if you guys remember, there used to be a saying back when smartphones came out, that they're like anything that you need, where's the order of food, get a GPS, they say that there's an app for that, right? So when it comes to learning the skills in the business, when it comes to like learning like discipline, there's instead of an app for that, there's a talk for that. Like there's if you want to learn more about work ethic, there's a talk for that. Learn better and like develop a better self-image, there's a talk for that. People skills, retailing, team building, and everything that you can think of. There's a talk that goes over every single thing. So for me, my primary thing when I got started was, okay, how do I develop a better self-image, and how do I speak a little bit better, just like the people who I admire the most. And so like Kulin Desai said this week in this week's talk, identify your goal, and then you'll know exactly what path you need to take in order to learn it. I remember when I first got started in business, I would I was told how would you like the opportunity to have the greatest leaders in the world in BWW and Amway sit next to you and teach you no matter where you are and where you go. and you have that right here from your phone. Sometimes I would think, how blessed are we to be in an age where the entire BWW library is at our fingertips. And so, there's decades of wisdom and experience, and all you have to do is either use one of your credits, or even better, be on the pro package to have access to everything, and I would, and there's just hours and hours of content that I can go through it. For me, whenever I was thinking about, whenever I listen to talks, I actively listen. I imagine Bill Britt sitting across from me from a table, or sitting next to me inside in the passenger seat as I'm driving, and teaching me about a power of the spoken word, and that your self-image never exceeds your income never exceeds your self-image, right? Whenever just a tip for some of you guys out there, instead of passively listen, imagine the speakers sitting across from you and talking to you, and and for some reason, whenever I start taking that perspective and thought process, the talks meant so, it started meaning so much more. And the way I overcame my speech and my stutters is that I would listen to the people who spoke with confidence, and I emulated their speech pattern, and it took a lot of work, but I developed that confidence over time, and then every time you listen to a speaker, you really hear that that the speakers they really do truly believe in you. I would hear Kumar on his talks say repeatedly, you were made for greatness, and I held on to those words because I needed someone to speak into me that on a daily basis, that they believed in me. Like Vishal and Usha, they're amazing. But they are not going to be there to pump me up all the time. So that's where CDs and streaming really comes in. So I wanted to share a couple things that really stuck out to me whenever I was, I listened to a plethora of all the BWW talks. But recently I started focusing on taking tidbits and learning things that are more principle centered. Self-image and attitude by Bill Britt. He said that there is to build a computer that equals the computing power of your brain costs over $3 billion, and he said that is every single one of your brains. And so to me, I interpret that as I'm worth $3 billion. I can't. So whenever someone gives me negative, gives me a no, that doesn't take my intrinsic value away, as a person who's worth $3 billion. So everybody's born with the same capability, but what happens to that computer is what you put in your hard drive, right? And so then that goes on to the talk by Dancing Monkeys and Dark Circles by Kumar. You know, like the way that you build your self-image is through he talks about it through Vern, the stick man. You know, like how you cap the negative, you know, cap the negative. And that and then that you keep on listening to books and listen to CDs, and then your positive self-image goes up higher as a result. Diamond State of Mind by Wayne Martin, you know, like you know, he posed a question that, you know, for me as a person of science, you know, like it was completely opposite from what I thought it would be. You know, which one's more important, a strong will or a strong imagination? And everyone, and for me, I was thinking, oh, you know, a strong will is what's most important. But for people who are trying to get onto a diet, you know, like if you try to will yourself not to eat a donut that's in front of you, I've had a hard time with that before. But is the imagination that overpowers? Is the dream, the image that you project in your head that really gets to that point? Any talk by Dean and Marcy Whalen, oh my God, these are the people who developed the process. They talk about, you know, developing an atmosphere of contribution and personal responsibility, and gosh, like that, like I can listen to them over and over again, and I just like get captivated by what they talk about. I really recommend anybody who really wants to develop that, listen to it. Proper Mindset and Work Ethic for Success by Trevor and Lexi Baker. You know, they say that, you know, like how do you get confidence? Well, you don't just buy confidence. You don't just get it all of a sudden. You have to make a commitment and follow through on those commitments, and then you gain that confidence. And then through that confidence that you build up, you gain competence as a result. So, the only reason why you feel inferior to someone else is because you feel superior to others. So if you view people equally, then there's no reason why you can't and then there's no reason to feel like there's a self-image issue, you know, like so you intrinsically look at everybody as equal. That's amazing, and that's how you develop that self-image. And you can talk to somebody that, hey, that person, whether they're a doctor, they're a lawyer, or they're a janitor, they're no better than me, I'm not better than them. You can talk to anybody, right? And then of course, last talk, and I've been talking for a while, is the Magic 7 by Anthony DiGiantomaso. He talks about, you know, the 3 powers: attitude, work ethic, love, loving people, and dreaming. But one part he said that that really hit me was how he explained power of the spoken word, and it has to be every single day. Your words create your experience, and the words that you and give meaning to the experiences that you have. So something makes you upset, something makes you angry, the words that you say really develop and really change that. So you said that, you know, like you feel if that your experience makes you furious and makes your blood boil, versus angry, or you're about to lose control, or you know, that was just inconvenience. All of them are the same situation factually, but they're different experiences because you choose the word that you have. So, and then of course the last one is like you don't get what you want like all the time. You don't get what you want. You only get what you expect. If you expect to find the next Bill Britt, you know, like and you can be okay with the fact that they're not, then that's when you really start succeeding in business, right? So many people just want something, but unless they have that positive expectation, it doesn't work. So, but yeah. Anyway, those are the small things that I learned from streaming, and I just encourage everybody to really anything that you listen to, just implement it. You know, apply so you can stretch yourself. Because when you stretch yourself, it really shows those potential weaknesses that you have, and you build your strength depending on how you respond to in those moments of weakness. And then all the streaming that I've listened to really gives me insight on what to do during that time. So that's it. I'll turn it over to Jennifer.
Awesome, Brian. I think my biggest takeaway out of that was just like when you said what happens to that computer, which is your brain, is what you put in your hard drive. And I think that also relates back to what Kumar kept saying during I think a popular topic during the function, which was the unseen controls the scene. You know, you're sitting at a computer, you don't necessarily see the hard drive, but there's already been code input into that for how your computer that you're viewing actually functions. So I think that ties in perfectly to that. So moving right along, we have Manya covering books. And what can I say about Manya? I would say she's truly resilient, honest, and the most thoughtful. And you can really tell how thoughtful she is because she catches the details and lessons in like everything. Could be any speaker talking about any product. She'll like pick out the smallest little detail, like sometimes even I miss. And you can really tell by how and what she speaks that she's been diving into the system and everything that has to offer, regardless of how far away she is from her upline. So she was actually got started during this whole pandemic, and not only she's a long distance, but because of COVID, she's never been able to meet her upline in person yet either. And I really could not think of anyone better to speak again tonight than Manya.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Jennifer. That was a lovely introduction. For those of you who don't know, my name is Manya. I'm from Vancouver, Canada. My uplines are Usha and Vishal, and yes, I cannot wait to see them in person. It's been a long time, and very soon I'll be coming to Texas. I'll see you guys in Canada. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about books. So personally for me, I'm just so humbled to be in an opportunity which mandates reading. Yes, at least 10 pages a day, but obviously it's great if you're doing more than that. For me, that's really powerful because when an author writes a book, it's just so much of wisdom and experience, actually years of wisdom and experience that goes into, writing one book. And we have the opportunity of finishing that book in a month's time. And if you think about it, you read 10 pages a day, it gets compounded and it's 12 books that you can actually finish in an entire year. And for me personally, I feel like every book that you read is a treasure map to discover the hidden knowledge about yourself. It just makes you, it just helps you understand yourself a lot better. I just like to touch on 3 main reasons why I think it's very important to consume yourself in books. Number 1 is with the books that you read, you interpret yourself and the world more positively. So when you flood your brain with positive thoughts, obviously it increases your self-image, it increases your confidence, and you just exude this energy where you're a happier person. And when you come across as a happier person, you attract happier people into your life. And I think just like the leaders, in our business always say, you truly attract who you are. So the second point is when you read books, you don't improve, but you actually expand. So what that means is, again, when you read an inspiring book, it isn't to improve your life, but it's actually to enhance your life. Because the whole idea for me, especially when it comes to self-development, is to expand more of what you've got and not to improve what you think you're actually lacking. And the last point is, again, to smash your limitations, right? And again, when you start reading a book, it increases your self-confidence. You believe you can do more, you can see more, you can experience more, because it's just a daily diet of inspiring words that's going inside you, and it kind of spurs you to explore what you're actually capable of. And when it comes to this business opportunity, it's a people's business, right? That's given. And the whole idea is all of us, we want to grow and we want to be able to empower a team. And I've heard this somewhere before and it kind of really stuck with me. And it says, in order to have a following, you need to be somebody who's worthy of following. And that really hit home because it kind of made me realize that if I need to grow a team and add value to my team, I need to add value to myself. And Usha and Vishal always say that I can only give what I have and I cannot give what I don't have. And again, because it's a people's business, people's skills are very instrumental because, it's a networking opportunity and we're dealing with different kinds of personalities, be it clients, be it customers, be it, IBOs and things like that. So it's very important that we refine our people skills and, our communication skills. And it's so well articulated in this book that I'd like to talk about, which is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And honestly, guys, if you want to be this person that people can't get enough of, I suggest that you read this book like, it's a holy book, like a Bible or something, because it's amazing. And 3 things really stands out to me about this book. The first one is appreciation. Now, let's be honest, all of us love to be appreciated. When somebody appreciates you, you kind of replay that incident again in your mind and you smile because who doesn't like to feel important, right? And Dale Carnegie says that be hearty in your approbation and be lavish in your praise. And the deepest urge in human nature is the desire to feel important. And obviously, you want to make sure you're genuine, honest, and sincere when you appreciate somebody. And the second thing that Dale Carnegie talks about is being a good listener. And honestly, this is like a work in progress for me. But he says that you can honestly make more friends in 2 months by becoming a good listener than you can, in 2 years by having somebody, by having somebody else interested in you. And one of the things that I read in the book, I think, which really, really hit home was, in order for you to be interesting, you need to be interested. And when I read that, I've decided, I should shut my mouth and open my ears. And the last thing he talks about, rather the last takeaway for me, was regarding arguments. So there's only one way under high heaven where you can get the best out of an argument, and that is by avoiding it. So avoid an argument and run away from it, like you're avoiding rattlesnakes and the earthquake. And yes, of course, if you want to argue back, if you want to contradict what the other person is saying, you might feel like you're winning, but it's only an empty victory because you never win the opponent's goodwill. So these are my main key takeaways from this book. And I just like to conclude by saying that, especially because this is a networking opportunity, just read like your life depends on it. And why? Because books, again, they push you outside your limits. They make you feel uncomfortable, which is really good because you just don't always want to be in your comfort zone. It kind of pushes you also closer to a higher power. This could be God, it can be the universe. It helps you appreciate everybody and everything around you a little more and on a deeper level, and it helps you tackle your fears one chapter at a time. So with that, I am done. Happy reading, and back to the host, Jennifer.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even get to finish writing my last sentence because I had to speak as host, but I almost couldn't write fast enough for everything, all the nuggets that Manya was just dropping. I think the one that I kept going back to, just rereading, was when she said, when you read, you're actually enhancing and expanding versus thinking of improving what you're lacking. I think that just like really hit a chord for me there. And phenomenal, Maya. Thank you again for sharing. And we're just gonna continue on, but before I introduce the second to last couple, in a sense, I just want to say that even though I may be the host, everything truly comes together through all of the speakers that we've had here tonight. So including those behind the scene, like Kenneth, who was also sharing the great intro slide and the music at the start. So I just want to say a big thanks to Sonali, Brian, Manya, and Laura, and Kenneth, and everyone else for helping put this night together. And I also just want to bring up my incredible upline platinums, Vishal and Usha, to introduce the final speaker for tonight. So really honored that they reached out to me to host today. I can never stop learning from them, and they're like a second set of parents and mentors all the way in Dallas, Texas. So thank you guys again, and here you are.
Thank you, Jennifer. That was awesome. What an amazing hosting.
Fantastic,
We
yes.
love hearing from you, Jennifer. That was incredible. And of course, everybody who talked, they just poured their heart out. I hope you felt it, you listened to them. You took notes from them. So Laura, wow, that was, I never knew, that package, why it changed the bottle. I never bothered to see till you told me, those pictures. So thank you. And that's what happens, right? You learn from each other. Amazing job, Laura. So proud of you. And we know, right, Platinumship is coming up with the work ethic you have and the knowledge of products that you have. It's just right around the corner. So proud of you. And of course, Sonali, that's my little girl. But amazing. I love listening to Sonali, and especially, when it comes to skincare or color cosmetic, I always reach out to her, and I also tell all of the girls in the team to reach out to her. There is no issue, oh, she's downline or my daughter. No, she has good knowledge about it. So amazing job, Sonali. So proud of you. And of course, Brian, who could have thought, Brian, that you are walking, talking, listening, and speaking, streaming, right? That's amazing. So many nuggets coming out of you from so many talks. And My favorite is Anthony D. John Tommaso too. You know, seven
Secrets of
Magic Seven.
Magic Seven.
That's an amazing talk. So thank you, Brian. Did an amazing job. And of course, Manya, you know, as I always say, you know, one of my favorite speaker. She has been from day one. Day one, she's the best student that you can ask for, right? So very proud of you, Manya. You just did an amazing job. So with that, back to you.
So we want to actually have Sanjeev and Shauna. Sanjeev talk about, because the new fiscal year is coming up. Just today is what, 20th, 11 more days. And I hope everybody has some goals written down for the next year. And if you heard the talk in function, all the speakers were amazing. But you know how Ali talked about, Yusuf Ali talked about, you know, the ocean is open. You know, you go with a bucket or you go with a small spoon or a tumbler or whatever, or you can, you know, go with a truck. So, you know, you speak what you want, you believe in, do the work ethic. There are, you know, all speakers that talked about from volume to business, you know, all these have to be done simultaneously. You know, you have to listen to streaming, you have to read books, the association, but you have to do the volume. And like Sanjeev was talking about, you know, what Gaurav was talking, 500 PV to 1000 PV, that's something, you know, nobody has gone platinum who has not done 500 to 1000 PV. Because we know, we have done it, we know exactly how much we had to do. You have to figure it out, but you figure it out starting from not when you go platinum. You will never go platinum if you don't figure it out before. You figure out before, then you go platinum, right? So today onward, I think 150, 300 PV, that's something bare minimum. If you look at anybody who's, you know, we talk about Laura, Tandai Dumbur, we talk about anybody who's, you know, actually on the track, they are all 500, 600 PV circles. Why? Because they started what 100, 150 PV, but they have just gone up like crazy. You know, Brian is a single guy, lives at home, 300 plus PV circle, 400, sometimes 500 PV circle, right? So you have to figure it out. We use everything from business. We change meals. We have, you know, there is never a day that goes out without me having a breakfast from the business. Excess, I don't know how many a day, but bars, you know, we use 300, 400, 500 PV personal. Now, depends on your budget, but you got to figure it out. With VCS and all that, you know, hey, come on, you got to, 500 PV is nothing. Actually, if you figure out, then it's easy to duplicate 15 people, Q12, $60,000. $60,000 income. Not bad. Because our check of 21,000 is coming soon. And but Sanjeev, I would like to give it over to you to talk about the coming fiscal year. I know we have a lot, you have a lot to share. And trip back from Bahamas, we want to hear all the good stuff. You know? Sanjeev, you are muted.
Awesome, man. But yeah, Bahama was great. All we did was sat on the beach, blue water, white snow, white sand, you know, went on leap of faith. No, I didn't. It is scary, you know, to slide from 100, 200 feet, you know, up like 90 degree, you know, I couldn't do it, but it was fun, you know. But what was fun was meeting Dudna team in Bahama. This is amazing business, you know. Wherever we go, we have people, you know. And good thing is the people are in good places then, okay. You can enjoy and also meet some, I got a chance to meet some leaders, and I started to check in Bahama how people are thinking, and I found out the same thing, guys. Young people are excited about opportunity. It's universal. So everybody was busy on the beach. I saw a lifeguard is sitting there. He's a sitting duck, man. You know, he's sitting there, you know. And I started to talk to him, and 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 then he was open-minded, and he started to talk about. So you are talking about instead of you working for money, money working for you, and I mean the language that he was speaking was amazing. It didn't look like a lifeguard, you know. I gave him Business of 21st Century, and he read the whole book, you know. And so I believe in educating people, there's no point for asset-based income, okay, right? You have to educate, I loved one person said that you should rather walk with a, you should rather walk away with no rather than trying hard for yes, okay? That's very important, okay? Because because if you are trying to convert a no to yes, then it requires special skill, and a new person will think that I can't do that, so we keep it very simple. So if they bite the story, right, okay, then we take them through the process. If they don't, and I want Gaurav is doing some excellent job in converting LinkedIn into a product also, the what, the who, and the what approach. So he has a very excellent thing he's doing, But so he is looking, okay. I don't know what he will do, but he's showing good sign. Then we took Shafali to, she turned 21, to Italian restaurant there. And the person who was serving there was a young girl. And I, because she was a waitress, so I said, we use the product approach with her then. You don't have to use all the time the who approach, You have to make a judgment, which one, which will fit that person, okay, right? So you have to be very careful, right? And then she got excited about losing weight, I mean, she looked smart, okay. And then she kind of literally said, please call me, okay. I mean, I was leaving Bahamas, so I gave it to Ravi, okay. So bottom line is you open your mouth, guys, okay, right? That's how goals will be accomplished, okay. Vishal talked about that you have to, you have to finish this fiscal year strong, so that you can start new fiscal year strong. Okay. Everything, Bill Britt, you have heard his podcast in how to go diamond in 2 years. Everything happens in 2 years. Okay. The rest of the time, people are just figuring it out, just trying to, just testing the water. Okay. You have to go all in for 2 years. Your life will change. You just keep your boss happy, and that's how you'll accomplish your goal. We don't have time to go through everyone. You keep your boss happy, not very happy, okay? 8 to 5, and evening time comes up, you need to do something for your business, So just sitting, social media is great, Go out and start to talk to people also, physically. Okay. Whatever you are doing on social media, that's exactly what you will do with the physically, face to face also. The only difference is the breaking ice part. That's it. Because here you look at the people's profile, there you are looking at, hey, nice clothes you are wearing, or whatever it is, how you break the ice. The rest is all the same. Okay. But don't try to convert a no to a yes. Okay, that's very important. Keep it very simple. So I want the other thing I noticed, someone I'm taking through a process in Ireland, okay, she finished her 30-day core run, and she's starting 90-day core run. Let me explain to you a little bit about 90-day core run, what I want to see from people. It's a fantastic idea. 30-day core run is about building mindset, correct, right? So first 2 weeks, you make sure they read, listen, you know. Third week could be they're building their A/B list. And fourth week, you're going through the story, you know, role play and stuff like that. So you need them to be prepared before they start talking to people then. Okay, right? So what is 90-day co-run? And I started with that. That is the time when they start to talk to their A and B list. It is 90 different messages should come every single day. Okay. There should be a back and forth, you know, which the huddle is going on. New message. So that day one, so I told her that start with 1 out of 90. Okay, so she did that. Okay, then 2 out of 90, 3 out of 90, 4 out of 95. So 90-day co-run is not about just, yes, you are reading book and everything. It is on the job training, you know, okay. It is huddle, play, huddle around the messages which you are sending. And there should be like a 90 separate messages. And what that the outcome of that should be, two outcomes should be, okay. One is you become proficient with how to message people, not only on social media, but face to face also, okay. And second thing, which is very important, you figure it out in that 90-day co-run is you figured out your X in 90 days. How many X connections or deepening or whatever is required for you to launch 1 or 2 partners per month, you know. Is that making sense? That is the outcome of 90-day co-run, is that you become proficient and you figure out your X. If you did not figure it out, you keep going through another 90-day co-run until you come to a point where you figure it out, your X, you know. Then it becomes like a factory then, you know, okay? All right? So take that 30-day, 90-day very seriously, you know, okay, right? If somebody does it properly and have 90 different messages, okay, they'll figure it out, you know, how to launch people then. It requires effort, you know, okay. So Gaurav, I want you to show the last one, last couple of messages, you know, okay, right? Okay, he's doing a good job, you know, he's converting people to customers like everybody, you know, okay, right? So he got some idea from Sarthak's team, you know, Sarthak, Ayush, Chunisha, and put his personality also. And, you know, that's what you should do, you know, okay? So the power hour is absolutely a fantastic idea. People who are there in the power hour and you know they are learning, you know, okay, right? So Gaurav, last message was your uh, uh, there was one with yeah, go ahead, you know, you start with how many messages are you sending, you know? I wasn't there Monday to Friday this week, and next week also Monday, Tuesday, I'm not there. I'm in North Carolina for the LLC meeting, you know, okay, right? But people who are growing, they're consistently sending whether we have power hour or not, you know, okay, right? So how many messages are you sending, Gaurav, you know?
It ranges anywhere from 50 to 100 messages in a
50
day.
to 100, you know. And why are you doing that, you know, Gaurav?
Because I'm going platinum, so I need my pipeline.
Yeah,
I
man,
need
you know,
people, products, everything.
he's increasing his failure quotient, you know, he's not happy with 1 to 2, 3 per day, you know, okay, right? That's all he's doing, you know. So it comes with onesies and twosies are not going to cut, man. If you want to go platinum, you got to throw like a machine gun, you know, okay, you know, like a whole bunch of connection, whole bunch of messages you are sending. Your actions should match your words. Okay, right? So that's what matters, you know. Can you show your because he converts people also, and he has very good, nice posture also with someone who say, oh, 10 people messaged me, you know. Okay, so he had a nice conversation with her then, you know. Okay, why don't you share your screen, and then otherwise, if you cannot, you know, I may have your message then.
I can share.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, this was very funny, okay, yeah. So, yeah, talk. So good to have different thing, okay,
So yeah, so I usually just start off by saying hello, see how they're doing, and start a general conversation. And I try to pick something from their experience because LinkedIn is a professional network. It doesn't have smoothies and.
I mean, this is the only thing different from face to face. You cannot say, "Oh, you work at Deloitte in Baton Rouge," because it is not written there. So that's the only thing different about face to face. Then breaking ice. So that's the breaking ice part. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I just started off with a general conversation, then.
Yeah. So hold on. So he's saying, are you planning to remain in the employment world for many years to come, or even consider alternative option without impacting? So what do I have to do in this? Okay, yeah. So he introduces himself. Okay. So he always says, not right now, but occasionally we select a new partner. So you want to put a break, you don't want to tell them, hey, I'm looking right now, okay, right? Okay, I'm part of a.
Actually, I learned that from you, Sanjeev. You talked about how Kumar used to create scarcity. So we have to create some level of scarcity.
That's fine. Now it's yours, okay, right? Okay. So thanks for your question. It would depend on you, your interest level, and what. Anushka, have you ever heard of social commerce? No, quite didn't. Okay, I understand as a summary. Okay, social commerce. So he has his own way of talking, okay, right? Is the leverage of social media and digital. Okay, you may or may not be aware, but okay, do you have ambitions to explore? Okay, so she said that, do we have to involve other people every day? Because at least 10 messages I get. This was the most important thing, okay, about this per day from different people. Now his answer, he did not, Gaurav she could not shake Gaurav's tree, okay, right? So wow, that does not sound like fun, Anushka. You see, he's relating with her. Okay, that's like 70 messages a week. I appreciate that you chose to respond to a message now out of all of these that you receive. Yes, what prompted you to respond to my message?
She said nothing, but obviously.
She said nothing, just randomly. Okay, I understand. I appreciate you sharing. To address your question about working with people, it really depends on a few variables, but I'm assuming that you are used to working with other people at Deloitte, large company with many people across the world. All business require people, even the dog food industry, it requires people to make the purchase.
This comes from listening to CDs, right?
Yeah, dog catcher, right? And then he said, hold on, right now I don't have anything to potentially offer anymore, as our business team recently selected from a short list and things are going well. However, I really like to provide you have 2 bachelor degrees and a master's. And I was telling sir, because of 2 bachelor and masters, okay, right? That's how people lose their dream, okay, right? Okay. So they earn that salary, okay, right? And dream is over, that they think 6-figure is what they are worth. Given that you also acquired an internship, found a role at a top consulting organization, Deloitte, credit to you. For that reason, I was prompted to reach out to you. If something opens up in the future, should we remain connect and shall reach out to you? She said, okay. So she turned a -1 into a positive, okay, right? That was the whole idea of, that how he did that, okay. Go to a one where you, where someone say, oh, I love engineering, and you immediately went into product, okay. The one which was JP Morgan lady, right? Someone. Mary, what's her name?
Mercy.
Ah, yeah, Mary. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good one, right? How quickly he moved to. Yeah, go ahead, Gaurav. I'm reading you, so I'm so fired up, right? Go ahead.
So again, my introduction is fairly basic. It's just an opener. and I'm just waiting for a response. And it comes either one day, 1 month, sometimes it takes 6 months, right? But they do eventually respond. And then I just say, glad to hear back from you. How are things at JP Morgan? If that's where they are, so far so good. A lot of people will answer like that. And then they ask you a question, so you know that they're open to talking to you. But they say,
But hold on. So he said, I'm at this bank, it is going well, but I won't be doing this for too much longer. Okay. So he threw in that, okay, not for long. Satyam and all, they do that, right? Okay. But she
Yeah.
did not bite into that, okay. Why? She did not ask why, then, right? So he asked a question. So are you planning to remain in banking engineering for the long haul? She said, yes. Look at what Gaurav did then. Okay, yeah, read it.
That's awesome. Seemed like you are definitely enjoying your life as an engineer in banking. Glad to know. By the way, as an introduction, during the day I work in finance for a bank, and in the evenings I invest my time helping people reach, maintain optimal health at the cellular level, right? So that statement can be changed here and there, but generally I usually like to use the word optimal health. And then I want to know, what are you currently doing to reach, maintain optimal health? That's
it doesn't matter whether she did not respond yet, okay? It doesn't matter. This is called what I was talking about, trying to convert a no to a yes. Don't do that, because she is excited about banking and engineering, right? So immediately go into the product. If you do this way, then, right? And go from who to what you jump, right? You will be a 300 PV circle in next 90 days, Otherwise, you will be struggling, at 10 PV, 20, 40 PV then, okay, right? That's how you do it then, okay, right? You have some more example,
I have
making sense what we are talking, huh? Okay. I mean, he is sending.
This is one I got a no on, right?
Yeah.
So,
okay.
And we're going for no, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Good to have you in my professional network, my standard opener. Good. How about you? Doing great. I see that you were in realtor at one stage. So we have a discussion about being a realtor.
Yeah, we'll go back and forth about that. And then he said outside of engineering. That's a good line. So are you currently doing anything else to create a stronger financial outcome in the long term? He said, yeah, S&P 500.
Yeah, so we talk about investments, and then
yeah, maybe he's investing $100, and then investors then. Okay, well.
So yeah, so he was talking about S&P for some length. So I thought that's my opportunity to give a more lengthy, input. So I said, well, the reason I originally asked is that I'm part of a business team, and I said again, not right now, but from time to time, we seek to select through qualification new partners. LinkedIn suggested, you don't have to say LinkedIn suggested you. I would just thought it was a good option at the time. And then I asked one more time, and he said, yes, I've considered it, blah, blah, blah. So then I redirected, and I acknowledged that he's not looking. And I asked, are you interested in, in optimal health, basically? And he said, I eat most of our own food. And then I explained a little bit. He said, no, but thank you for the offer. So that was my tick for the day.
So he wasn't interested in the optimal health part also, right? Okay. So it's okay. You got to ask the question then, okay? So if you, if someone doesn't,
It was a lot of fun because I told Sanjeev about it and we celebrated it. And this is
celebrated the no, then.
Yeah.
This is 100% no. The other was, right? Because he said, you knew that he said he's not open to, going for business opportunity, and then he's not open for health also, right? And we celebrate, increase your failure outcome, okay? Failure quotient, right? That's it, okay? I know it is late, but guys, I'm telling you, it's a volume of messages. You want to move on like Vishal, Heminder, all the leaders, okay, right? Okay, right? The way you move on to platinum, it's like you have to take a rocket analogy. The stage 1 rocket, man, it burns the most amount of energy, okay, right? To get it off to get it out of the gravitational pull of the earth then. Okay. So you got to have a whole burst of messaging, okay, right? And do not convert a no to a yes, if they don't bite it, go for the product then, okay, right? Okay, you need both, okay? So great job, Gaurav, okay, right? So lots of growth happening everywhere, okay, right? So that's it. Back to the host, Jennifer.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sanjeev and Gaurav, for sharing. Pretty sure that concludes the night. Just one tiny announcement is a reminder that our speakers for this Sunday, August 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, therefore that's 6 p.m. Central Time, therefore that is 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, is new Q12 Sean and Shakira Winter. So everyone
Ross.
to get that plan link and register, and it's going to be another awesome
New $21,000 Q12, that is important, okay? 21 grand Q12, okay? Right? That's awesome, man. So Sean and Shakira will be on the board. So pack that place up, okay? Good night. Great job, Serene team. Thanks for joining then, okay?
Thank you, Sanjeev.
Welcome back, Sanjeev. Good
All
night.
right.
Good night.
I'm back, but Sunday I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Good night, all. Thanks, Serene team.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.